Day by Day Kids Bible, Day 15. Two Strange Dreams, Genesis 40. One day, two new men were sent to jail. One was the man who took the king's drinks. He was a waiter. The other was the king's baker. They had made the king angry. That's why he put them in jail. Joseph was put in charge of them. One night, the baker and waiter both had dreams. The next morning, Joseph came to see them. He could tell that they were upset. "Why are you sad today?" he asked. "It's because of our dreams," they said. "There is no one to tell us what our dreams mean." "God can tell what dreams mean," said Joseph. "Tell me what you dreamed." The waiter said, "My dream was about a vine. There were 3 branches on it. The vine had buds. They turned into flowers. Then grapes grew. I held the king's cup. I put grape juice into the cup. Then I gave it to the king." "Here is what your dream means," said Joseph. "The 3 branches mean 3 days. 3 days will pass. Then the king will let you out of jail. You will get to give him drinks again. You will see the king. Please tell him about me. See if you can get me out of jail too. I do not I did not do anything wrong. I should not be here." Now the baker saw that the waiter's dream was good, so he told Joseph his dream too. "3 baskets of bread were on my head," he said. "The top basket held bread for the king, but the birds came and ate the bread up." "Here is what your dream means," said Joseph. "The 3 baskets mean 3 days. 3 days from now, the king will hang you. You will die, and the birds will eat your body." 3 days went by. It was the king's birthday, so he had a party. He took the waiter and the baker out of jail. He gave the waiter his old job back, but he hanged the baker. It went just the way Joseph said it would, but the waiter didn't tell the king about Joseph. He forgot. The king's dreams. Genesis 41. 2 years passed, and one night the king of Egypt had a dream. He dreamed that he stood by the Nile River. 7 fat cows came up out of the river. They ate plants that grew by the river bank. Then 7 ugly thin cows came out of the river. They ate up the 7 fat cows. The king woke up from his dream, but he went back to sleep and had another dream. 7 good fat heads of wheat grew up. He grew, sorry, They grew on one stem. Then 7 thin heads of wheat grew up. The thin wheat ate up the fat wheat. The king woke up again. The next morning the king was upset. He called for the men who could do magic. He called for his wise men. He told them his dreams, but no one could tell him what they meant. Then the waiter remembered Joseph. He said to the king, "I remember now. You were angry with me and the baker. You sent us to jail. In jail we had dreams. There was another man in jail. He told us the meaning of our dreams. The things happened just the way he said they would." So the king called for Joseph. Joseph shaved. He put on clean clothes. Then he came to the king. "I had a dream," said the king. "No one can tell me what it means. I heard that you can tell what dreams mean." "I can't," said Joseph, "but God can." So the king told Joseph about the fat and thin cows. He told Joseph about the fat and thin wheat. Joseph said, "Both of your dreams mean the same thing. God is showing you what he is going to do. The 7 fat cows and the fat wheat are the same. They mean 7 years. Lots of food will grow in those 7 years. The 7 thin cows and the thin wheat are the same. They mean 7 more years. No food will grow then. So first this land will have 7 years with enough food. Then there will be 7 years of no food. This will happen right away. So you should you should find a wise man, put him in charge of Egypt. Save food that grows in the good years. Then later the people can eat the food they saved." The king liked Joseph's idea. He said, "God has told this to you. You are the wisest of all. So you will be in charge of my palace. Everyone will obey you. I will be the only one greater than you. You'll be in charge of all the land of Egypt." The king took his own ring off his finger. He put it on Joseph's finger. He gave Joseph fine clothes. He gave him a gold chain to wear around his neck. He let Joseph ride in a chariot. There were men who ran in front of Joseph's chariot. They called out, "Make room!" The king even chose a wife for Joseph. Now Joseph was 30 years old. He took many trips around Egypt. For many years, plenty of food grew. So Joseph told the people to gather the food. They saved it in their cities. They saved it for the time when no food would grow. Joseph made the people save lots of wheat. There was so much, it was like sand by the sea. In fact, they stopped counting how much they had. They could not even measure it. Now Joseph and his wife had 2 sons. Joseph said, "God has let me forget my troubles." So he called his first son Manasseh. Joseph said, "God has said good things to me." So he called his next son Ephraim. But one day the 7 good years were over. No food would grow. All the other lands ran out of food, but there was still food in Egypt. That's because they had saved it. Joseph let people buy wheat. Even people from other lands came to buy wheat. That's because their fields grew no crops.